So welcome to the breath meditation. Now, one of the reasons we practice regular daily meditations, and even if it is just 5 minutes a day, is to strengthen our mental ability to deal with adversity and challenging situations. Fighting or training for a fight, cutting the weight, or dwelling with worry and stress about your opponent, dieting or cutting out alcohol or cigarettes can be extremely challenging both mentally and physically. Remind yourself that whether you like it or not, you're going to have thousands of thoughts run through your head each day. Being mindful or mindfulness helps us to be more aware of this and puts us in a great position to respond to the thoughts rather than react on autopilot. So this following meditation is a tool that you can use when things get a bit heavy and the stress of being a fighter in any capacity, whether you're just beginning or whether you're an advanced expert. You will often see fighters in between rounds being told to breathe in deeply. It's not only to get more oxygen to the blood cells, but it's also to prepare for the next round. Refocus the mind, as it will be racing around with fear, with doubts and pain. The breath is your cue to be present, to take in the information that your corner is giving to you and be in a position to apply it. More importantly, meditation is to arm you with a tool that you can use over and over again to help not only deal with stressful moments, but to be present and grateful and to see life through a mindful lens. Go to www.mindfulnews.uk for more meditations and podcasts. So firstly, find a quiet place to sit. There's no hard and fast rules to this, but ideally, you want to keep your back straight, a nice strong posture. No need to be sat on the floor or to touch your fingers. Simply close your eyes and let's begin. When you're ready, we're going to take 5 deep breaths. Fill your lungs as much as possible. Right down into the bottom of the lungs. Expand the diaphragm, let the stomach expand. Tap into that space that you don't usually explore. And as you're breathing out, the same thing. Really exhale and let all of that stale air at the bottom of your lungs come out through your mouth. Okay. Now, once we've done the 5 breaths, let's return to our regular breathing pattern. As you're breathing in and out at your normal rate, I want you to pay close attention to the flow of the breath. Follow the inhale and the exhale with awareness. So what does that mean? Now try this. As you're breathing in, where do you notice the sensation the strongest? Can you feel the air passing by your nostrils? Do you notice the warm air as you exhale and it comes out from the depths of your lungs, through your throat and out through the nose? Explore that a bit. Continuing to breathe in and to breathe out. Nothing else matters now but the flow of your breath. Now try and notice the little pause between the inhale and the exhale. Spend some time there. Analyze it. A cool tip for beginners is to focus on the area just under the nose and on top of the lip. Try it now. As the air rushes in and out, pay attention to that space on top of your lip. Take some time to experience this sensation. The key takeaway here is that the foundation of meditation is the awareness of the breath. We breathe all our lives, but rarely do we spend time observing it. And this is the time. There is a skill to it, and this is what we're going to cultivate. Why? Because as long as you're concentrating on the sensation of breathing, you are not thinking. And when you're not thinking, you're being present. Okay, breathing in and breathing out. Let's become more familiar with this space. Let's start again. As you're breathing in and out, I want you to follow the sensation of your breath. From the moment it begins, as the air goes in through your nose, layer it with a light lens of awareness as it goes through the top of your nose, down your throat, into the lungs. Notice what happens physically to your body. Feel as the diaphragm and the stomach expand. And a little pause at the end of the inhale. And as you begin to breathe out, notice the reverse effect. How the lungs contract, how the warmer air makes its way up through the throat. Feel that process. As the air makes its way up the top of your nose and out through the nostrils, makes contact with the top of the lip. Almost like a scientist, take notes. Be extremely aware of this whole process. Breathing in and breathing out. Reminder. If we're noticing the sensations and being aware of them, we are not thinking. And if we're not thinking, we're being present. And for many of you have probably noticed that thoughts have popped up and distracted you. Possibly things to do on your to-do list, shopping later, or something in the past, a conversation you had. This is completely normal and is expected. And the more that we do this exercise, this breath meditation, the more that we have a tool. And in those moments where thoughts arise and we don't particularly want to be there, we don't like them, we can drop into this practice of bringing our attention to the breath versus leaving our attention with our thoughts. Let's do a minute of silent meditation. Silently now, I want you to be the awareness of your breathing. Just that. And if you notice any thoughts distract you, just gently bring your attention back to the breath. And if you now find yourself lost in a thought, no judgment, just gently bring your attention back to breathing, back to the awareness of your breath. Okay, and let's end on 3 deep breaths. Full inhales, full exhales. That's it. Deep, deep breaths. Okay, and in your own time, open up your eyes and bring yourself back to the room. So I hope you enjoyed that, but what I would say is that meditation does take practice. Some will find that keeping their eyes closed is very difficult. Their mind will get full with thoughts, and they get the idea that, oh, meditation is not for me, or it's too difficult. It's the same like going into a kickboxing gym, doing one session and not being good at it and saying, well, this is not for me. It's like, well, yeah, it will almost be a disrespect to the sport or to the meditation to assume you could just pick it up like that and be an expert. No, it takes practice and repetition. For more meditations, check out the Anchor meditation, check out the mental push-up meditation. These are some of the key basic meditations I teach my students, especially to deal with not only stress, not only anxiety, but learning how to thrive, how to being really grateful in life, and how to see through your perspective, life through a mindful lens. More meditations at mindfulnews.uk. Thank you.